Hello to all movie lovers, welcome to Anatomy of Film. In order to continue learning about directing tips, today I want to talk about camera angles and their use, so stay tuned until the end of this video. Here we are going to examine 9 camera angles so that you can give your film a special effect and meaning by using each of them. I want to tell you a very important tip at the end of this video, a tip that I know that few people have told you so far, so be sure to watch this video until the end. Low angle. This angle is used when you want to give the subject a special imposing power, which is used for both the hero and the villain of the story. Of course, the degree of this angle can be low or very high, but the use of each of these is different. For example, the use of extreme low angle is more for when we want to determine the position of the character in a place, such as next to a hole or a large valley. High angle. High angle puts the subject in a weak position, as if someone is looking down on the character. The simultaneous use of low angle and high angle in the editing can determine the strength between two subjects. Extreme high angle is mostly used to show the geographical location, such as showing the city of nature or when the character wants to step into a big and amazing world. Overhead or God view. At this angle we shoot directly from above. The complexity of some characters' movements, such as fighting in action movies, is used from this angle, or when the character is connected to a divine force and looks at the sky. It is even used to show the details of a scene, like crime scenes. Dutch angle is a view in which the horizontal line of the image is distorted. With this angle, the inner feelings of the character can be shown, such as anxiety, fear, drunkenness, or when the character has taken drugs, he has a dumb state. We can even use this angle to increase the tension of a scene. Eye level is one of the most widely used camera angles. It is also called the neutral angle. When we are going to make any judgment about the character, we use this angle, since the angle seen by the human being is considered almost eye level, so in this angle, the audience knows the character better and identifies with him better. This angle is also used for times when the character wants to define something or say something or sometimes be questioned. Over shoulder. When the angle is slightly lower than the level position, we call it shoulder. The shoulder level is the most used angle after the angle of the level. In the dialogue view between two people, the shoulder level turns into an over shoulder. In dialogue-oriented scenes between two people, even if the smallest part of a character's body is in the frame, it is still called over shoulder. The shoulder level is generally taken from the head and chest view, but you should never confuse this with the medium close-up view. In the medium close-up view, we have a single shot of one person, which covers the entire frame. But in the shoulder level angle, we can see several people in the frame at the same time. Hip level shot. Hip level shot can be used in any genre, but the origin of this angle comes from Western movies. It is considered similar to over the shoulder, with the difference that the shot is taken from the actor's waist, where there is a gun holster and it is ready to be shot. In the duel scenes between two people, the hip level shot angle is combined with the cowboy shot. We talked about all the cowboy shot in the previous video. Ground level shot is so low that it shows the character's feet. You must have seen the characters walking in different scenes of the movies. When we are going to show the details of the character which is in the lowest part of it, we use ground level shot. It can even be shown as a view of an evil being or an animal, as if an animal or a creature is moving on the ground. Now, by knowing these angles, you can achieve more creative images by combining all of them together. Now we come to the point that I mentioned at the beginning of the film. As a filmmaker, you should know that there are exceptions for the concepts of every shot and angle. For example, LE angle does not always show the concept of superiority, and it depends on the director how he can make that picture. Depending on the type of story, the director can change the meanings through mise en scène and découpage. For example, the director can use low angle for the weakness of the character. Or even by using a high angle, the character can be placed in a position of power. For example, in the Avengers movie, we see all the heroes gathered together. It is true that everyone looks at their powerful enemies, but when we see all of them together in this angle, we feel a ring of power. A different filmmaker is someone who breaks the rules and stereotypes and reaches a new concept, so try to create new meanings by knowing these. Be sure to subscribe to the channel because I am going to put another point in this channel that will be useful in your filmmaking.